Reggae Jam 2012, Reggaeville. My name is Munchi, and greetings we bring from Ja. This is the legendary half pint.
Natural in the flesh. Yes.
How you feeling today?
Good, good. I mean, just getting off stage from the Reggae Jam Festival. It was an honor and a pleasure. I'm feeling so good. The audience was well receptive and they make me feel good. It was all worth it.
We're one of the acts of the night. Everybody enjoyed it a lot. I saw you enjoying it too. You're so positive.
Truly, because naturally, I'm from the days of when the music was really in that positiveness altogether, I would say. Because I was like growing up in the city, wherein I could hear the two record stores. Randy's record store and Joe Gibbs. So I've learned all the older artists them from back in the days as a younger youth, listening, and those music were positive because they were the music that helped fashioned and really stable our society. And that's where I really is all about. My soul and mind is from that era. Yeah.
And I mean, looking at you, listening to you, that's wonderful. It makes us smile immediately.
Give thanks.
So speaking of back in those days, you're in the business for 30 years now, such a long while. How did you get started making music?
Well, truthfully, I would say it's easier in one word or two. I was born this way. But truthfully, yeah, and secondary, attending school and even church and the choir I used to attend and perform, and even singing songs along the radio. Songs like when you were alone and life is getting you down, then you can always go downtown. Yeah. And then again, even on the Jackson 5, the Osman brothers, because they were like young in the age bracket at the time. And even the people like the Marcia Griffiths, the Phyllis Dillon, the Judy Moat, the Bob Andy, the Bob Marley and the Wailers, the John Holt, the Ken Booth, the Paragons, Cornell Campbell, and all of them. The DJ era was like with Big Youth, U-Roy, King Stitch, and so forth. So those era was the time that really I was more consoled by those artists. And I mean, locally and internationally, we used to have music playing on the radio in Jamaica with artists like the Jim Reeves, the Nat King Cole, the Skeeter Davis, and all of those ballads. So we Jamaicans are really ballad orientated and still having the local reggae and ska and mento. So all these music all together, combined together, it makes, I would say, me tend to be more musical inclined. Yeah.
And I mean, speaking of people like Colonel Campbell, you just ran into him a while ago. You greeted each other like old friends. So is this here like a family reunion?
Right, because all this time I must give thanks and a big shout out, enough respect for Reggae Jam to bringing out all of these older artists like Johnny Osborne, Colonel Campbell, quite a few of the older DJs too that were on stage tonight. And it's all good to still, because we are somewhat of the foundation and we're still making it possible that the new generation still can see us live and direct, and letting them know that see from whence it came, and to know that appreciate all of it from the beginning to what is it now. Yeah.
And another person I think we were very glad to see again was Iron Man from Caveman,
right,
who's sitting right over there and didn't want to come here, but although, even though this is a long time friendship.
Natural, because Iron Man himself is like a music scholar. Even from the sound system, I started out on the sound system too. And Iron Man is like in the era of where I grew. In Marvel era and Kingston 11, all those eras where the dancehall was really blooming, like back in the 70s, 80s. Heine Man would be like founding himself on Caveman sound system down Grove Road, where they like, it was a kind of revamping of the dancehall era, where in Capleton, Sizzler, a lot of hosts of the bubble movement was really on the verge of rising again back in the dancehall, back in the like mid 90s. I was abroad most of the time, but still I still could hear some of the dance cassettes and CD that would be taking place. I demand big time selector because he is like as I say, a scholar. He knows the music from days of old. If they should even recondition over a rhythm from the past, Heine would know them and could balance the old mix with the new mix and keep the dance all abreast. And even I remember me and Heine was doing a performance down by Clarendon with Cocotti, a show called Jam Jam, one Christmas night, and Heine was just finding all the selections, them, the rhythms, them that I played on. And I tell you, the show was a smacker. And Heine himself, I must give thanks and praise and credit for giving me the support behind the whole thing, yeah.
Big up Heine every time, him think turn up, you know?
Big up Heine, what you mean? The man with the music touch.
But I mean, speaking of all this long history that unites all of you, and you said this is the foundation. When you started making music, did you ever think, yes, one day I'm gonna be the foundation? I mean, this is like a long road ahead of you. Have you ever thought about that you would maintain in the business for such a long while?
Naturally, because the way I was brought up in a home where my parents, they were from back in the 60s, 70s, where I grew up and learned principles and manners and all of that, and devotion, or paying full attention to whatever I'm doing. So whatever I would be taking part with, I always have it at a full art. And even writing songs and performing songs, it would be a part of my heritage, or I know it's going to be a part of my lifetime too, because I did it with a full art, and knowing that whatsoever lyrical content I would be writing about, it must be appealing to the social value of our life and situations. And I love it so much that I know what I'm doing or what I'm singing, it's about life and death. I'm sorry to say the word death, but in a futuristic way, that if I should come to pass, I would leave in lyrics and music so that the younger ones that coming after me can enjoy it also, or get some sense of purpose out of it, or sense of knowledge and so forth. Because I also have been listening to the older artists them and gain a lot of knowledge and experience out of them too, and embrace them and hold them very dearly even now in my heart. So what I'm doing, I'm just doing the same thing so that the younger ones who are coming after me, they can grasp or learn or pick from out of our song, and or pick another page out of our book and continue. Yeah.
Apart from the musical history, your decades in the business, there's also another historical event now, 50 years Jamaican independence.
Right.
And it's tomorrow, August 6th, is Independence Day. So how are you going to celebrate it tomorrow?
Well, even though where I'm at here in Europe, I mean, I'll be going to Hamburg tomorrow, and in my heart and soul, I'll be carrying that inspiration and celebration same way. And as that little girl, Shelly-Ann Fraser, she winning that race, the woman 100 meter 2 nights ago, I send congratulations for her, because she is also from Kingston 11, the era which I grew up in. So there's a lot of things going on for the 50th anniversary of Jamaica independence. And even though we are abroad, we are, I think overall, many people mind and heart is still at home. But their body may be out there, but their mind is still focusing. Because, yeah, in the heart and the mind, because the celebration over the years of independence was always a big thing and a fun-making thing every 6th of August. And I know that people throughout the world, as Jamaican, they're looking forward to it and celebrating it also. Likewise myself, and I'll be singing song and requesting and supporting. Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you wish Jamaica for the anniversary now?
Well, for me, this 50-year anniversary of Jamaica independent, I'm praying or looking forward for the next even 50 years, we will be gooder, greater and better. I mean, in general, the children and the generation that are coming, I'm looking forward for them to be having a more upful Jamaica, a more spiritual, a more well-learned, and a more world-renowned people to be represented. Yeah, I really. I mean, Rastafari lives, and as Selassie would say, Ethiopians, just like the leopard never changes its spot, so is Ethiopians home and abroad. And Jamaica is one of our yard, and Africa is the mama yard. So we're giving it all praises and support and life throughout the world, because right now in Europe, we still see the world as our home overall. You, my sister, even my brother, Leonard, he brought us out, and I must give thanks because he brought me out before, and he brought me out now for this year also, doing a tour in Europe. And I mean, he may take me away from the 50th anniversary celebrating, but he knows what goes, and if he were there, he would be celebrating and dancing too. Yeah, but it's all good. I love it. And I give thanks for more life and love here, because we're here spreading it and sharing it, and music, we do it as a means of communication or, delivering. Yeah.
Still to enjoy, and that's really what you do. I'm really thankful for you coming to Reggae Jam, performing here. It was my pleasure.
First time too.
Really?
Yeah, because I did Rotterdam over the years and a couple of them more festival. Leonard brought me to a couple of them more festivals before, but I can't remember them out of my head so fast, because I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago. But he refreshing me now. As I say, I'm getting my grey beard, means I grow over the years and getting older, but I'm not stranger or shy about it. It shows that I'm really reaching the golden times of yeah. Yep. And I give thanks to know that you are doing this interview now too, because this is making history. Yeah, naturally. I'm taking everything in my life fully and serious, because I regard your life serious and fully enough to, and anything I do, likewise with you right now, I see it as a part of me, and I'm a part of you. Yeah. We all make up history and make up the world, yeah? We the people in the entertainment world, and we are the voice of the people, so we still leave the machine turning so people can, fulfill, yeah.
Good to be aware of that responsibility.
Truly, I thank you for even doing this interview too. In time to come, people are going to be grateful of you also too, I know. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much also too. And to the world, more life, more love and liberty. See you in the next.